Howdy. Today is the prep day right before the drift event. So I ran out to the local gas station that has really good E, grabbed 3 jugs of it. The Vert has a half tank in it right now, so we'll use one of those to top it off, and then we'll take the other 2 to the track tomorrow. There's another thing, I need to zip that back up. It looks like it fell down for some reason. So what else? I found the oil leak, as I stated in the video last night, and got new O-rings on the oil filter pedestal, so it's back in there. I don't know if you can see it too well, it's pretty dark. So the plugs are fairly new. The oil got changed right when I switched to gas, and I basically just switched right back to E, so there's not really any concern really changing the oil since it's so fresh. Typical maintenance, what I would normally do would be do an oil change, check the plugs, make sure they're still good, they're not burn up from being too lean, too rich, whatever, and then just kind of nut and bolt the car, check for any loose things, just jack it up, shake the wheels, see if I can feel anything loose, and really that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot of stuff I need to do to the car normally. I mean, knock on wood, luckily some wood right there, but normally the car works pretty well, so I'm just gonna knock out a few things. The one thing I'm gonna do extra is I haven't changed the diff oil in a while. It does have a cause 1.5 way in the rear, so I try to keep an eye on that and try to keep it pretty fresh, so that way I don't have to worry about that expensive diff going out. I also need to throw the spoiler back on it, get the oil filter on it, oil filter pedestal back on it, and that's pretty much it. Trevor said he found some more tires, so we'll burn through these, and then hopefully what he's got left will be enough for the event, and then the drive home. So Ethan and Dustin are gonna come over, and I'm probably going to get the tools cleaned up a little bit and get a little more organized, so that way we can take the toolbox. We're gonna throw all the gas jugs in Ethan and Dustin's Durango, all my tires in the Durango, and my tools. And I think they have jack and jack stands, so I shouldn't really need anything else. But that pretty much covers everything I prep for an event. That thing I usually just leave the hell alone, because general maintenance, and it works. So alrighty, I'm gonna get to working on the Vert here. I'm gonna do some normal cleanup as well, just a good wash, so she looks pretty at the event. She's got bugs all over her, so I was hoping to do the sponsor decals on the vent. Don't really have the time, unfortunately. I don't want to stay up too late. I stayed up till like 3 in the morning last night editing video, so I'd rather just kind of like relax after this. So yeah, we'll get this knocked out, get it done, and then hopefully be done for the night. Just hang out with some friends. There's a few people that came down from other states that I'm friends with that I haven't met in real life yet, so I might go down and hang out with them and just kind of relax and, you know, enjoy not being a YouTuber for a little bit. So I might also wire that in. Nice relay and plug for the fan, because it is a little janky. I'm not too proud of it. They could use a little bit better setup, so we'll get that wired in, and then that should be good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as drift week prep goes, we're gonna get a pot that's roughly the right size and get it cut out, so that way I can kind of have a small heat shield from the intake manifold. And then I would like to get some of that, the gold reflective stuff, to put on the back of the intake manifold, so that way it kind of keeps the intake temps down, especially with how much we're going to be driving and how much time we're going to spend on track. So since I'll have I have it worked out that I'm going to be roughly using 4 Kendas a day, and hopefully that's fine. So we'll find out. We'll adjust that problem when we get there. Worst case scenario, buy a couple more Kendas, call it good, hopefully make it home. So Oh boy. Alright, so we got the exhaust hung up, so it's actually properly sorted. The next thing we're going to do is work on the oil filter pedestal and get that actually on there and correct, so that way it stops leaking. And then get the new oil filter on it, top the oil off, make sure we're good. And then the next thing we're going to move on to is the diff oil, get that sorted out. I need to change it pretty often. There's a cause running halfway in it, so I just want to make sure, you know, it's good, fresh, something I don't have to worry about, because it's an expensive diff. So we just got the last few things to get taken care of, and then we're pretty much done. Tired. I don't want to do this anymore. All right, we're finally done with the diff. I actually had to do something pretty interesting. I had to take, let me go grab it. So this is the old tag for the fill plug, and this actually acts as the gasket as well. And it's been on and off the car so many times that it's just been destroyed. So basically it acts as a crush washer just over and over and over and over, and it wasn't any good. So after it was causing a leak, so I decided to finally replace it, so that way it's, you know, good to go. One thing I didn't take into mind is I did not have a crush washer that was large enough. So I had one of these copper washers. I have a set, and this was just a little too small. I mean, you could almost like spin it onto the threads, but it just wasn't quite enough. So I kind of cheated, and what I did was take a socket like this, and then a socket that was slightly larger, and just hammered it down so it literally walked itself up on that shoulder, and as it did that, it would flare itself out and also cup. So I took the cup, and on top of the bolt like so, the cup was facing down, so as you would tighten it, it would actually flatten itself out back again and tighten itself to the bolt. So that should provide a really good seal and be a ton better than what it was. So now the car's back on the ground with the red line oil in it, so it should be as good as new. Next thing we gotta do is just wash it, and we should be ready to go for tomorrow. I'm full up on E. I've got a tune I need to throw on it, but that'll take only like a couple seconds, so that's not a big deal. Yeah, we're just gonna spray it off real quick, and she should be good to go. We got everything's loaded up, so yeah. Alrighty, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and close out, because there's no need for you guys to watch me wash a car. I mean, everyone should know how to do that, so can't help you with that. But yeah, I'll just the next video will actually be us at the track, and I'll just do a little bit of vlogging, a little bit of in-car stuff, typical, and we'll just kind of do an overview of how the car's doing for Drift Week, and hopefully I'm ready. I've been seeing a lot of the other guys' cars, and like one of them, it just is a chassis with a cage in it, like no drivetrain. So I think I'm on a pretty good page as far as that goes. So all we got to do is just make sure she keeps working, and we should be done. So I'll catch you guys next time.